Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome to Stock Up with Larry Jones. It's a pleasure and an honor to be before you. We got a lot to cover. There's a lot to cover. Not a lot of good news today. There's going to be some bad news, so get ready. It's not about fear mongering, but it's simply about being ready. Good morning. So let's get right into it. Yes, please hit that like button. Hit the like, subscribe, and the notification bell. I want to make sure you guys could hear me before I continue. Can I get a yes, I could hear you or something like that? All right, good people. Yes, yes. Hey, good people. Yes, we're going to talk about stocks and crypto. You guys let me know if you can hear me. We're going to talk about stocks and crypto, some things that is not good in both markets, okay? We are entering into a fear right now. It is consumer sentiment. All right. Hey, what's going on, good people? All right. If you're new, hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell because my subscription is like 666 and I don't like it. All right. Tomorrow's going to be crazy. That is correct. Tomorrow's going to be crazy for stocks and crypto. Yes, you could hear me. Thank you, guys. All right. Let's get right into it. Let's get into the business. All right. I'm going to start with, well, you know what? I'm going to keep this one short. So I'm going to bounce between stocks and crypto. Okay. For those of you that's here for stocks, just listen. For those of you that's here for crypto, just listen. Okay. So let's just talk about the market sentiment. Let's get some stocks in, but it's going to also affect crypto. So listen, we got two things coming. We got CPI and we got jobs, okay? Jobs are coming in tomorrow. More job data is coming in tomorrow, okay? And I believe out of all of the jobs data that we had, it's going to be the biggest of them all. And so that job data is going to come in tomorrow, and we're in this phase where good news is bad news and bad news is good news. So if the job market is showing itself to be strong, then the Fed is less likely to do interest rate cuts or future interest rate cuts, right? Meaning that the stock market is not going to like that and crypto is not going to like that. On top of that, good people, as we go into crypto, here's what's a big drag on crypto. US cleared to sell 6.5 billion in Bitcoin. Will it crash BTC? All right. And you could see right here that the U.S. Department of Justice, DOJ, is poised to auction off 6.5 billion worth of Bitcoin seized from Silk Road. All right. The decision follows a December 30th court ruling concluding. So that was December 30th. All right. Concluding a protocol ledger battle over ownership of this BTC. So for Bitcoin, so we're just going to start with crypto. We're going to bounce back and forth. So what that just simply means that this 6.5 billion worth of Bitcoin that was seized by the US will be sold and dumped to the market. What does that have the potential to do? Send Bitcoin south. Exactly. Right. And so this happened in other countries. All right. This same thing happened in other countries. Right. And so it's one of those things that is going to be negative for Bitcoin. There's nothing positive about it. The question is it actually going to happen? Are they going to push this through before January 20th? Right. That's what we need to know, because I believe that the incoming president will probably just hold it and not sell it, right? He's not going to come in day one and do a reserve. That's not going to happen day one. But he can put pressure on the powers that be to simply hold what we already have seized as a reserve. That will be positive for crypto. So all is not lost, right? So let's not get ahead of ourselves and just spook ourselves to death. All right. So now I just pulled this one up. It says the best 5 cryptos to buy as DOJ prepares to sell 6.5 billion in Silk Road. Okay. And I haven't even read this yet. Let's see if, let's see what they are suggesting. It'll probably have to be in my other one because I don't see. Look at here. And there's a lot of stuff online that is, you got to be careful. I'm trying to see if we can get right to it. And this does not necessarily mean it's good. You know what? We're not even going to look into that. We're going to find ourselves, because I see a lot of meme stock. So before I show this, it's not looking good. So we're not going to read that. All right. Let's look into what's going on. Right now, we could see that crypto is mixed, red and green. It was a little green the other day. I'm sorry, a few minutes ago was actually green, but for the day we're red, for the week we're red. Of course, you guys know for the month we're red. So we're doing not good with crypto. This is not good news, good people, at all. As we could see that Bitcoin has fallen under 92K, right? Remember, we ran up to 100K and we're falling under 92K with Bitcoin, and we could see that things are falling. It's not good. It's just not good. Solana down for 11%, but down 6% today. And we could see that it's not looking good, people. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's just not looking good right now. But there's always a but in the room. Okay, let's look at this. Here's what I want to show you. This is the fear and greed index for crypto, right? Now, remember on yesterday's live, we saw where it was neutral, and then on yesterday it fell to 54, and now it's to 49. Remember that. That's crypto, right? Let's look at this, good people. This is the stock market, okay? This is the stock market, fear and greed. We're in the fear territory for stocks. So we're in fear territory for stocks, as you can see, and we are in fear territory. We're actually really neutral in crypto, okay? And so stocks, believe it or not, I believe there's going to be a buy opportunity, all right? But Larry, all right. So you know what? I'm going to stop. This is not fear, okay? This is not fear mongering. You have to get all of the information. It's not fear mongering, okay? But you got to be prepared. If I don't get on here and tell you guys to be prepared, then that's misleading. So I'm sharing with you guys what is going on. But if you look at the fear and greed index, I would say over 95% of the time, if not even higher, when we enter into fear, that's the time to actually buy. Okay. Now, we can't buy every dip. I understand you cannot buy every dip. No one has endless money. Okay. No one has endless money. But what I'm saying to you is now that we're entering into fear, but we still have, listen to this. Bitcoin is projected to be higher at the end of this year, not 10 years, but at the end of this year. Okay. Yes, Bitcoin could come down like it has every single cycle. It has every single cycle, good people. I showed you guys this on yesterday. It has every single cycle done these. You could see that this is on its way up, right? But it's done this every single time. Every single time we've had these fall offs, right? So what was that telling us? It was a buying opportunity. Now, we don't buy every little notch down. Sometimes you just wait and you accumulate cash, okay? Let me get through these windows because I don't want this to be too long. We're going to go right into it, okay? So I wanted to tell you guys that I want you, instead of being in fear like we are with stocks right now, we're in fear, right? But with crypto, we're neutral. And I want you guys to not be scared, and I want you to be prepared. That's what I'm saying to you guys. Now, if you go into any of these Stocks individually, let's deal with stocks and then we'll deal with crypto. I want you to go into your stocks individually, okay? And I want you to look at what's a swing trade and what is a hold. There are going to be some stock that's going to get oversold. I believe Palantir is one of them that's going to get oversold because now everybody at the same time is downgrading, right? I believe that Nvidia there's going to be buying opportunities in the next 30 days with Nvidia because January, if it starts out bad, we didn't have a Santa Claus rally, and that generally means that November will generally be a bad month, right? But we could have a good year. And so that's what I'm telling you guys. We could have a bad month, but a good year with a new administration coming in. So what I'm telling you guys is that I want you to be long focused. I want you to look beyond January and February, and I want you to look at the second quarter because I believe we're setting up like a spring. The more you push it down, the more it'll bounce up. Now, the overall stock market is frothy, right? The overall stock market is rich, but I want you to go into your individual stock and see. So what you could do is before it tanks, you could set stop losses. I'm not saying it tanks, but if it pulls back, I don't think it's going to tank stock market. Okay. I just think at most we'll have a healthy correction, 10% maybe. So if you can't afford and you bought stuff at the top, then you set a stop loss or a trailing stop loss. I'm talking about stocks right now. Set that stop loss. If it triggers, then you can turn around and get back in. Me, I started buying stocks like Palantir, and I've been buying it. And so I can afford to take for it to come down, and many of you can too, right? But I also want you to look at the stock that you're not in that you know you need to be in. For those of you that are not in the S&P 500, for those of you that wanted to get into stock like Nvidia, I want you to look at what's going to be the opportunity that is provided if we have a dip while things are in fear in the stock market. I want you to look at, I need to be into this. If you don't have any money into, let's say, chips, or if you don't have money into VUG, VOO, the VTE, the overall stock market, then I want you to start setting yourself up. The market is broadening out, which it needed to be. We don't need all of the stock market just depending on the Magnificent Seven. Follow? We need it to broaden out, and that's what's happening, good people. The market is broadening out, and other stock will begin to perform well too. We don't, it's very risky to just have 7 to 10 stock performing for the overall stock market. Follow? So I want you to go through each individual stock and go through and say, where can I afford to take a little profit that I bought at the top? And then if it comes down, not selling it, but just setting a stop loss. If it comes down, then I could get back in. All right. And then Palantir, I showed you guys on yesterday. It's not time to buy for me yet. Okay. I don't believe, I think there's going to be a little more downward pressure on Palantir, but in the same breath, there is going to be life-changing money to be made in not Palantir, MicroStrategy I'm talking about. MicroStrategy, I believe that there's downward pressure coming in MicroStrategy, but I believe that there's life-changing money that's going to be made in MicroStrategy in 2025. So I want to be crystal clear. So now, while we're coming down, if you're asking about an individual crypto, I'm going to tell you to just look at the market. Look at the overall market. Bitcoin is the tide that rises all ships. So you can go to the meme coins. For those of you that are asking, you can go to the meme coins and this is all you're going to see is red, red, red. They're all going to react the same way, good people. It's simple. It's simple. If Bitcoin goes down 10%, the altcoins, including Sui, including Solana, including Link, including you name it. If Bitcoin goes down 10%, they're going to go down 15%. And then the memes will come down even more. Though I saw Shiba Inu and Bunk that they were actually holding pretty decently. Okay. So look at this. We got Dogecoin. All right. Dogecoin down 6%. Shiba Inu is down by 1% in the last 24 hours. Okay. Let's look at the week. Shiba's down by 7%. We got Pepe down by 16%. Bunk is down by 14%. Floki is down by 23%. That's actually pretty good, all things considered, with the fear and greed index. Okay. So I'm going to tell you what Tom Lee said. Tom Lee said that he thinks that the market could come down. I'm in crypto now, that the market could come down and Bitcoin could reach down into the 70s, right? Now, I know a lot of people don't want to hear that. That's what Tom Lee said. That's not what Larry's saying. But what Larry is saying is if it does, and I don't know where the bottom is, right? All I know is every time there's fear, it's a signal to have some money ready to actually buy. So I plan on making a ton of money in MicroStrategy and Bitcoin. I am buying more Bitcoin daily now, and I'm going to be buying my way down, and I'm buying lightly now. And if it goes down, and I have buy orders set for just Bitcoin, and I'm buying now, and if it starts to dip below 92, I'm going to be buying more as it comes down. Okay. That's what I'm going to tell you. All right. And so Larry, Dogwood Hat, you got that? I'm light on that. I'm bigger on Pepe, to be honest with you, than WIF. I'm bigger on Pepe than WIF. That's just me. That doesn't mean anything. Thoughts on Bitcoin crash long term? Bitcoin Cash long term. I got Bitcoin Cash and it's actually been performing well. All right. So remember, you guys, with MicroStrategy, I showed you how to look. When is the best time to buy MicroStrategy? Remember, it's levered. OK, it's levered. All right. And so we want to be careful. All right. I've been buying great dividends and selling. Hey, I want to say this really quick because I got some things on here I want to say. Okay. Number one, let's pray for everybody in California. All right. If you're in California, we're praying for you, California. It is absolutely crazy in California. And on yesterday, real briefly, I was on live and we have a friend here, Salvador is his name, and I hope he sees this. And I said to someone, so Salvador's been one that's been following the page. I've actually had conversations with him or emails, and I believe I met him when I did my tour. Salvador is brought me a lot of joy because he makes the craziest comments, right? And but he always comes on and he says, Salvador, if you listen to this, you know you crazy. And I love it. I love that about you. But he always, hey, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. You guys are great. I'm losing money. Have a nice day. And he always says that, right? But there's another guy that actually had a gambling addiction. And yesterday I was talking to Salvador, and I was also thinking about the guy with the gambling addiction. And when I listened to it over again, it sounded like I was saying that Salvador had a gambling addiction. And I want to be a bigger man and apologize. Salvador, if you're listening to me, I want to apologize if I hurt your feelings. But the truth be told, if you really read the comments, you helped a lot of people, because a lot of people said, I'm Salvador. I keep buying. I keep, my position sizes are too big. I keep buying at the top, blah, 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 blah. So Salvador, I'm going to reach out to you, man. And I want to have a conversation with you. But I want to apologize to you, Salvador. It was not my, doing this job. You got to have a strong mind. but a kind heart. And I'm not one of the ones who think that you cannot admit when you're wrong. So if I offended you, Salvador, I apologize. I was wrong. Okay. We love you. All right. So let's get into it. Bitcoin lower than 76. I don't know. I don't know if Bitcoin will be lower than 76. Gilbert. I said Salvador. Gilbert. What's Gil's last name? We call him Gil. Gilbert. That was for you, Gil. All right. Bitcoin. Gilbert. We love you, Gilbert. I didn't want to hurt your feelings, so I wasn't saying that about you. And Gilbert, I will be reaching out to you. We will be talking. I want to help you I want to help minimize your losses. Okay, I'm in California. We have some family here. Glad you are. Man, let's pray for California. Yeah, let's pray for California. Bitcoin to 70. You know, good people, you know, here's what could happen. Just look at where Bitcoin is, minus 30%. And that could happen. It could. Now, if you think that's fear mongering, then you just want pie in the sky, then that's just not the way this works. Okay. It's just not the way this works, good people. I just want you guys to be prepared and not scared. I've went over this so many times. It's just not the way it works. All right. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4 30% pullbacks here. We had a couple of 30% pullbacks here. We had a massive pullback here. This may look small to you. Just when in doubt, zoom out. This was the last halving right here, good people. I want you guys to understand that this is normal and it's healthy. It's normal and it's healthy, good people. It's nothing to be scared of. All right. So here at the top of here, when we went from here to here, that was 15%, right? And then Lord knows when we went from here, when we had that double top last year, when we went from here to here, that was 48. That was like a 50% drop, good people. And then we were still on our way up. So what I'm saying is don't fret. Don't freak out. All right. This is normal. And so even from here to here, all right, look at that. That was 14%. And this is what? Normal. It's normal. Now I got this on the weekly, so you really can't see everything that's going on. I got this on the weekly. So if you come here and come down, if you come down to where this wicked at, that was 30%, good people. On the way up, all the while had you just freaked out. When it hit the bottom here, you just freaked out and didn't ride this to the top, you left 103% on the table. Now, when you really zoom out, good people, look, I got to keep showing this because this is the only thing, this is the only way for you to see it. The only way for you to truly see it is to go back and look at what's happening. What's happening is having massive run. With all of these pullbacks in, 15, 20, 30% pullbacks so many times, and then having run up, but pullback, massive pullback, double top, and then crypto winter. And now here we are now again, just starting, good people, just starting. So let all of this stuff play out. Just let it play out and be patient is what I'm saying. But to me, more buying opportunities with crypto. It is. And you're going to see when Bitcoin really pumps up above 116 now. All right. When Bitcoin really pumps up, if Bitcoin goes up 10%, what do you think is going to happen with the altcoins? They're going to go up 15, 20%. And what are you going to think is going to happen to the memes? They're absolutely going to moon. So my purpose in making this video is that it's going up, but it's not a straight line up. It's going up, but it's not a straight line up. There's stairs, there's pullbacks, but it's not a straight line. Okay. And so this is a thing to be patient, to have patience. Now, I'm not begging you to do it. I'm just saying that if you believe in it long term, which I do, then you're going to make money. You got great projects out there. XRP is a great project, but it's not the only project, because SUI for the last 30 days is outperforming XRP. SUI for the last 12 months is outperforming XRP. So let's not pile in. I don't care how many videos is made about the same one every time. This happens every cycle. Okay. So I want you guys to not be scared, but be prepared, because there is a lot of money to be made, and I want you to make it with me. I want win. So again, Tom Lee, I'm not even going to play it for you. He said it yesterday. He said, well, yeah, we could come in the low 70s, high 60s with Bitcoin. And in the same breath, this is what people don't hear. That's all they hear. They go, oh, he's fear-mongering. No, he's preparing you. In the same breath, he said, but I expect it to hit $250,000 this year. So I'm going to leave you with this. Again, good people. If you went on a road trip for 30 days and you bought Bitcoin at 92K, and you went on a road trip for a year, and then you saw it was 200K, did you lose any money? No. So what I'm saying is, while you was on that road trip, it was doing this, and you didn't even see it. So what I'm telling you to do is to not freak out if you see red. If you're long Bitcoin, altcoins, or meme coins, just act like you're on a road trip, all right? And let it go through what it's going to go through. That's what I want to tell you. All right. All right, good people. What's up? Hey, I love you too, Tony. Love you too, Tony. What's going on, good people? It's Larry. Hey, hey, man, look, let's go. And then for those of you that got stock up, go ahead and make sure you dive into that crypto, dive into the crypto chapter. For those of you that got stock up, dive into the crypto chapter, because we chilling, we drinking coffee. Yep. And XRP is going to be, I want you to see where the buy range is in XRP, right? That's what I want you to do. I don't want you chasing at the top. And everybody that's listening to me, I don't care if it's SUI, I don't care if it's Pepe, WIF, I don't care if it's XRP. I'm challenging every one of you. If you bought it higher than where it is now, then why aren't you buying it now? Because the name of this game is to buy low and sell high. Right? Now, I want everyone to think about that. Someone on here, I want somebody to be courageous and say, I bought it here, but I didn't buy it here. Because the way you make money is to challenge what this is doing to you. And I'm telling you from someone, I'm going to just talk about percentages. I'm telling you from someone that made life-changing money. And for those of you that's been following me since 2020, I helped to make you life-changing money. We literally made millionaires last cycle. One guy was in his 20s, late 20s, made $1 million in crypto. But he understood the principle of buying low and then selling high. So I lessened the amount of Bitcoin that I purchased when it's over 100K. But when it's down by 92, I increase the amount that I'm buying. And I want you to do that with every crypto that you believe in. And if something does happen, I want you to be okay for 4 years. Just think about this. It's going to be 4 years from now. All of the policies that's about to take place after the inauguration, considering crypto, they will still, the ones that make the laws, they'll still be in office. They'll just be leaving. So we got 4 years. And I believe, even with all of the negative news and this dump, I believe that in 4 years, crypto is going to look a lot nicer than it does now. That's what I believe. I believe that XRP is going to look a lot nicer than it does now. I believe that in 2025, and I'm going to say it right now while all the negative news is, I believe that WIF and Bunk will a minimum of 3x this year from where it is now. That's what I believe. I believe that SUI is going to absolutely kill it. I believe that in my heart of hearts, and I got my money where my mouth is. I believe that SUI is going to outperform Ethereum and Solana. That's what I believe. What do you believe? Okay? And I'm putting my money where my mouth is. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, somebody says, well, Larry, you got a lot of money. I'm telling you, I'm living, and you're not going to believe this. My means, I'm living poorer than most of you guys. And I'm not going to lie. I've made a lot of money. I'm still living in a house that I paid $179,000 for. I'm not balling. I still fly Southwest, good people. I still shop. I find a bargain. Why? I'm putting all of my money into my stocks and my crypto. That's what I'm telling you guys. So it's for those that want to Lambo out and pop your collar and throw money away, go right ahead. We building generational wealth. Okay. So that's what I want to leave you guys. All right. Talk about Tesla going. Wait a minute. Can't buy. Man, New York sucks. I can't say anything less than that. New York sucks the way they're doing you. Why is it that you can't buy SUI in New York when the mayor took his first 3 paychecks in crypto and Bitcoin? I know why. You guys know why. All right, Larry fam, always the friends buying extreme greed comes with long term and Solana going up. Tesla going up before inauguration. Who moved into Mar-a-Lago? That's easy. All right. I got my Tesla. All right. All right. That's it. $1 million cup of coffee, change your life. That's it. That's it. Bitcoin to 160. You know what? No one really knows. Let's just keep it real. No one really knows. I think at a minimum, it'll hit what? Now, I know this is a big area. I think at a minimum, it'll hit 130 in a bad market. But some people think 250 and some think 225. So I will move my 130 up to about 170 before I start selling. I'm going to start selling some at 130, some of my crypto, and then some at 150. And then, and not my Bitcoin, some of my more riskier plays, right? So everyone don't trade the same, okay? What else? Let's see here. Buy SUI range. You know what? We'll get into some ranges. I'm going to get into some ranges in the next one, all right? But all I can say is go out 30 days. I can just tell you this. Go out 30 days right now. See where the low is for the last 30 days. I'm talking about SUI. And set a buy order on the lowest point. All right? You think XLM? You know what? That's a good point that you think XLM will outperform. So people always ask me, Larry, should I buy XLM or should I buy XRP? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I hate that. I hate that question. Take your money and split it up. It's just that simple. Well, I only want to buy one. Then go to Vegas. Go to Vegas. All right. Buy that Lambo, Larry? Nah. I'll be honest with you. I'd rather take Lambo money and reinvest it again. Because I like doing things I like building a future for my kids and my kids' kids. And I like doing charitable things that I don't even talk about. All right. Be a blessing to others. I was listening to President Carter's funeral today. And that's the way I want to be remembered. All right. Buy Mog. Yeah, I'm buying Mog. I got Mog set on daily buys right now, real small amounts, because I think it's going to wake up and I think it's going to pop. All right. So you believe that it's a good year for crypto, going to hold. If it goes back to 15K, now you ain't seeing Bitcoin at 15K no more. That's not happening. Yep. Bitcoin ain't coming to 15K. Them days is gone. Open a Fidelity account in the United Kingdom. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. You would have to check. Dogecoin to $1. Here we go again with Dogecoin to $1. I can tell you this. Somebody said, bunk shorted. Well, there's periods to short anything. So I can tell you this. The legacy coins will wake up again. Doge will wake up again. I'm just telling you right now. Doge and Shiba Inu are going to wake up again this year. I could say it when it's beat down, when everything is beat down. That's when I say it. And I want you to come back to this. When they wake up and go, he said it. It's easy to say it when it's green, but how about when it's red? All right, time is up, good people. I'm going to leave you guys. I'll come back. But my man, I wanted to come on and say sorry for the way that I talked yesterday. And we're going to reach out to you. And we're going to reach out to you. And I want to see what you're doing wrong. And I'm going to help you out not to make the same mistakes, but to be well. And he's made some good money, too. All right. And so we're going to go from there. All right, good people. Let me stop. Love you guys. Remember, be kind, rewind, do it again. We all make mistakes. I make mistakes. And I want to have a strong mind. You got to have a strong mind to do this job. But I want to have a kind heart. All right. Again, I don't buy into this. Never admit you're wrong. I don't buy into that. That to me is arrogant. And I don't want to get high and lifted up. All right. So I want to apologize to you, my friend. I'm going to reach out to you and make it right. All right. All right. We'll see you later. Live, love, laugh, and learn.